York has always been a two-hospital community. Right up George Street, we have York Hospital on the hill that everybody knows. And prior to UPMC building out on the western part of town, we had York Osteopathic Hospital. Now, the staff at Osteopathic was mainly osteopathic physicians, or DOs, and the staff at York Hospital is primarily MDs. That's changed a little bit over the years, but it's primarily MDs. Whenever you have two different groups of people that do the same thing but a little differently, there's always a little bit of suspicion or ignorance in what's going on. I am a retired physician, and specifically, I'm an osteopathic physician. About 40 years ago, I was given the great opportunity to study or do my residency in obstetrics and gynecology at York Hospital. And that is the basis for my story this evening. I was in charge of the labor floor as a second-year resident, and that entailed taking care of all the laboring women that came in from the resident clinic, and we were really busy in those days. So I attended their labor, attended their deliveries, stomped out any emergencies that came along, helped the attending physicians if they were doing C-sections and so forth. One of the young ladies that showed up to deliver her first baby came in when I introduced myself to her, and she said, "You know, I'm really glad I'm here at York Hospital. My friend wanted me to go to Osteopathic Hospital, and those people don't know what they're doing over there." Okay, fine, whatever, just keep talking. So every patient gets a nurse assigned to them throughout their labor, and that nurse stays with them pretty much the whole day. So throughout the day, I'd come in and periodically check on her, and she would say, "Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go to Memorial. You know, this hospital is so nice, it's big, it's modern. I'm sure they don't have any of the things over there that you have here." Fine. So I walked out in the hall, and the nurse said, "Why don't you say something?" I said, "Look, I don't have the time to try to convert somebody. I'm busy doing other things. Plus, she has other things on her mind. She has to deliver a baby. She has bigger problems than me trying to explain the differences in our philosophies." So time went on, and every time I went in, she would say something to knock osteopathic and DOs, and "I'm glad I'm here, yada, yada." Okay, fine. So she delivers the baby. Beautiful baby boy. Everything's fine. All of a sudden, I don't know if it was the adrenaline of delivering, but her complaints became more vicious and more unhinged. She said, "Oh, God, I am glad I'm not over there. They're dog doctors at Osteopathic. In fact, I wouldn't take my dog there." And the nurse, while this is going on, is looking at me and rolling her eyeballs. It's like, yeah, whatever. The patient ended up having a small vaginal laceration that needed to be fixed, very common in first-time deliveries. So I told her, "I need to sew this laceration shut, you know, we're going to numb you," so on and so forth. She said, "You know, this is what I'm afraid of. If I was over there, they'd probably sew my hole shut." And I'm sewing away. And finally, the nurse, when she heard that, she lost it and said, "Look, enough is enough. Dr. McGuinness is a DO. He's taken care of you all day long. He's delivered your baby safely, and he's given you excellent care." So with that, she rises up on her elbows with this look of absolute horror on her face, and she said, "Nobody told me. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have said those terrible things about you." I said, "You know what? Just lay back. Don't worry about it. No heartburn. I'm just going to finish sewing up this laceration, and we'll be done." I finished up, and she said, "Well, thank you very much, doctor. I really appreciate you." And I said, "You know what? You're welcome. Enjoy that beautiful baby. And just so that you know, I double-checked. The only thing that I sewed shut was your laceration."